All right, Tiger Woods is back less than 14 months after a devastating car crash where he nearly lost his right leg. Currently, he's on the tee sheet for tomorrow to tee off at the Masters. Woo. What do you think of his comeback?
Ladies, listen, okay? I just also saw if TaylorMade on their social media, they just put out this big video of multiple golfers welcoming Tiger back to the game. Just beautiful that, they're just excited to compete against him. Because, Lainey, as you know this, the truth is, golf is not the same without Tiger Woods in it. But I have to check myself because when it comes to storytelling in sport, we always talk about the players and athletes that play through pain. And that is very dangerous. It's incredibly dangerous to, encourage the storyline of no matter what you're going through, you got to play through it and you got to show up because that's what makes you successful. That's what makes you the hero of your story. So I'm a little bit worried. I'm not going to lie. He almost lost his life not too long ago. Almost lost his leg. Also coming off of multiple back surgeries, the amount of injuries that Tiger Woods has gone through just to come to this point. And, it was like a Tiger watch for a little while or video where people were following around whether or not he was going to play, whether or not he was. And he almost felt as though there was this level of pressure for him to show up in this tournament. And, of course, if you're an athlete, you want to just play. But I think we have to be very careful in the ways in which we frame the storyline around him.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm glad you brought it up because he has said that he's in pain. When he had his press conference, he said he's playing through pain all the time. And it made me think of another champion by the name of Tom Brady, who also left, came back for different reasons, obviously, very different circumstances. It's hard to keep these champs down, and I get that. I do and I don't. I'm not the champion. I'm not an elite athlete. But the flip side is, as a fan, while I'm really excited to watch him, my family is getting ready this weekend. We're going to set it up on the couch to watch the Masters. But I did start to think, are we as ready to watch him maybe make a catastrophic move on the course and see him perhaps effectively end his career as we are as excited to potentially see him do well? I don't know that I'm even saying he's going to win. The guy has to walk the Augusta National for 4 rounds of golf.
Could he hop in a cart? Can he hop? No, you can't do that. I don't know the way.
Yeah. So, my point is, through all of that, I'm excited, but I'm tentative. I also don't want to watch somebody end their career on live television.
I think there's that aspect for sure. What Kayla said in playing through pain and that sort of the reasons why, the thrill and the high and the low of why you watch sport is complicated because that's what makes it exciting. But then you have a relationship with it that you're invested in. What are you exactly invested in? That said, the other layer where Tiger is concerned is self-mythology. Mm-hmm. He was mythologized as a child by his own father. We heard about this legend when he was little. And then the legend or the mythology, the person lived up to the myth. He became what he became. It's not very usual that people live up to the myth. Then he kind of bought into his own mythology and is now feeding it himself. That kind of talk is maybe true that he is in pain, for sure. We take it at face value. But on the next level, we also think Tiger knows how to add to his mythology. He's telling you he's playing in pain. He's telling you that he has rebuilt his swing for the 6th time. That is golf genius stuff. When you rebuild a swing that many times. If he was to go out, not just make the cut, but win or contend in the top 10, it only adds to this legend. And he knows better than anybody else what his mythology is. So there are so many layers here. Yes, be concerned about him, but also understand that there's all kinds of layers to the story of Tiger Woods, and he feeds into a lot of it.
I think this side of the couch might not have as much to contribute to this conversation. But I do have to say, as someone who has legit never watched a game of golf in its entirety before, I will be watching.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of people are going to be like that. So I feel like who wins here is the Masters.
Yep.
So we'll move on to potentially... to Kayla.
No. Sorry, guys. This is why Brady's back, Mel, to your question. Brady's back because he wants to go out winning on top, okay? Let's be very clear about that. But then you look at players like Michael Jordan, retired a little bit too late, kind of labored off of the court. Kobe, thank God he had the 60 points his very last game. I think that athletes low-key, but also high-key, really want to go out on the highest note ever. That's why Tiger's back. Let's just call it what it is.